Hi everyone, my name's Jessica, and as you can see, I'm not recording from the yoga studio today. I am in my dining room. I moved my dining table out. You can see the giant cat tree in the background. It's what it is. But I have a really good practice for you guys today. I know for me, I haven't been really practicing anything super strenuous. So I need to kind of get back in the rhythm of my yoga practice, and that's what this is. It will be strengthening and it will be working on some toning. It will be working on getting the heart rate up, but all in a gentle way, I guess. All in a way that's beginner friendly and encourages you to just go at your own pace. So if there's anything that I do that doesn't feel right for you, please don't do it. Just listen to your body and do what you can, and hopefully this will get you kind of back into the rhythm of your practice. So you'll need a mat. You'll need, if you like a little extra cushioning underneath the knees, go ahead and get a towel or a blanket. And then you'll also probably want to practice near a wall, since we will be doing a little bit of balancing poses. So make sure there's a wall nearby too if you like that. And that's it. So go ahead and get whatever you need, get set up, and we'll start our practice. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start just settling in. So finding Tadasana, finding a strong mountain pose here. Finding your balance equally distributed on the feet. Nice tall spine. Go ahead and close your eyes here and just take a moment. Take a moment to notice how your body is feeling right now. Starting with your toes, making your way up to your head, just notice any sensation that your body's feeling without any judgment about it. If you come to any area in your body where you feel any sort of tension or tightness, see if there's any subtle movements you can make to just help you release some of that tension. Good. Lift up your toes. Lift up each toe off the ground. Widen the space between them and then drop them down. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, lower them down. Let's breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. So breathing in, nice deep breath in. Exhale fully. Let's do that again. Nice deep breath in and out. Good. Let's lift up with the arms. Take the right wrist in the left hand. Shift the hips over to the right. Reach over to the left. Back to center. We'll switch sides. Back to center. Interlace the fingers, rotate the palms of the hands up towards the ceiling. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Bring the palms of the hands together, breathing in here. Exhale, hands to the heart. Relax the arms down, take a few shoulder rolls back. And a few shoulder rolls forward. Relax, bring the nose up towards the ceiling. We'll slowly circle it. Go in whichever direction you want. We'll take 3 circles going in one direction, and then we'll take 3 circles going in the opposite direction. Finding your breath as you do this. Switch the direction of the circle. And bringing the head to center. Bring your left arm forward and then rotate so the palm of the hand is facing forward. We're just going to gently stretch through each finger, and this is going to help stretch the wrist. So pull that pinky finger in towards you. And the ring finger, the middle finger, index finger, and the thumb. And release. So now we're going to bring that right arm forward, fingertips facing down. Same thing, we're just going to stretch through the fingers here, therefore stretching through the wrists. We're just going to be warming up the wrists a little bit since we're going to be putting a little bit of pressure on them, not too much, but it's nice to give them a little stretch before we do so. Just keep switching fingers. Good, thumb. And release down. We're just gonna warm up the legs a little bit. So placing your hands on your hip bones, take a bend from those hip joints. Keep a bend in the knees as well as you just release into a forward fold. Relax through the head here, maybe even move the head around a little bit. Yes, movement, no movement with the head. We'll trace the fingertips over towards the right and over towards the left. And to center. As you breathe in, place the hands to the shins and just move the heart forward, creating a flat back. Exhale, release back down. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, down. Once more, inhale. And exhale, down. Keeping that bend in the knees nice and slowly just roll yourself up to a standing position. Good, so go ahead and bring those arms up. Bring the palms of the hands together. And as you bend from the hips, bring the hands to the heart. Fold forward, relax the hands down, relax through the head once again. Inhale, coming up halfway. Exhale down, keeping a slight bend in the knees as you reach those arms forward and up. Palms of the hands come together. Hands come back down to the heart. We're going to do that a couple more times, okay? So reaching up nice and tall with the spine. Bring the hands together as you bend forward, hands towards heart, and then you release them down. Again, feel free to keep a generous bend in the knees. Lifting up halfway. Release back down. Swoop those arms up. Palms come together. Hands to the heart. One more time like that. Lifting up, bending forward, lifting up halfway, flat back, and releasing back down. Swoop those arms up, palms come together, exhale hands to the heart. So from here, bring the arms up, palms come together. Again, we bend forward, and then lifting up halfway. Forward fold, bring one foot back behind you followed by the other. We'll immediately drop the knees down and find a tabletop position. Wrists in line with the shoulders, knees in line with the hips. As you breathe in, you'll lower the belly, tailbone rises, you look up. As you breathe out, you round through the back, tailbone lengthens down, chin in towards the chest. We'll do a few rounds of this, going at your own pace, linking the movement to the breath. Let's do one more. Shift the hips to the heels. Arms are forward. Relax the forehead down for child's pose. Lift up the head just a little bit so it's parallel to the floor, and then come onto the fingertips with the fingers nice and wide. And just find a little bit of opening through the shoulders here. And release back down. Bring yourself up through tabletop. We're going to take our right foot and bring it forward. So try to get your knee in line with your ankle. Okay. And you may need to have something underneath your knees if this is a little bit too much. So I would recommend a blanket or a towel if you have one handy for a little bit of extra cushioning. Okay, shift your hips back a little bit. So we're sinking down and forward with the pelvis, but not so much that we're creating a deep back bend in that lower back. So again, we want to try to find that 90 degrees in that front knee. And just lift up with the arms, lengthen through the sides of the waist, drop the shoulders down away from the ears. Take a bend in the elbows, bringing them forward. Bring the left elbow on top of the right and bring either the backs of the hands to meet each other or wrap that right hand around to meet the palm of the left. And just lift up a little bit as you sink down a little bit more with the pelvis, lifting up a little bit with the elbows. One more breath here. Unwind through the arms, lifting them up and releasing them down. Bring that right knee to meet with the left knee. Wiggle through the spine a little bit. And shift the hips back to the heels. Once again, we find child's pose. From here, bringing yourself back up to table. Walk the hands just slightly forward and taking a bend in the elbows, release the tops of the thighs, the hip bones, the lower part of the belly. Bring the forearms out in front of you. Elbows are going to be underneath the shoulders as we find our Sphinx pose. Move the heart forward and lift up with the chest. Lengthen the legs away from you. Bring the chin in towards the chest, stretching through the back of the neck. Look forward. Look over the left shoulder towards the foot behind you. Back to center and over the right shoulder. And back to center. Draw the belly button up and in towards the spine, and as you do that, that lower belly will lift up as well. Just engaging the belly a little bit here and relax back down. Release the chest, the head, bring the hands next to the chest as you push yourself up to tabletop. From here, we'll bring the left foot forward. Again, we want that knee in line with the ankle. Find your stability, have cushioning underneath that back knee if you need it. Again, we're sinking down and forward with the pelvis a bit. And we're going to lift up with the chest, lift up with the arms, relax the shoulders down away from the ears. Take a bend in the elbows, bring them forward. This time the right elbow on top of the left. Same thing if you can get those hands around each other, great, or the backs of the hands can meet. Lifting up a little bit with the elbows. Creating some space in between the shoulder blades here. One more breath here. And unwinding through the arms, we'll lift up once again, lengthen through those sides of the waist, and release the hands down. Left knee moves to meet with the right knee. Keeping those knees in line with the hips, walk the arms forward, melt the heart down, drop the forehead down, finding puppy dog pose. Drop the elbows, lift up the head, move the body forward as we return to our Sphinx pose. So gentle back bend here. Draw the navel up and in towards the spine, lifting up that lower belly, and this time we'll lift up the hip bones and the tops of the thighs as well. So beginning to just engage those core muscles here. Good, and release down, breathing in, and release the head down. Bringing the hands next to the chest, pushing yourself up through tabletop, tuck the toes, lift up through the hips, lengthen through the spine, find downward facing dog. Feel free to move here, however feels best for your body. So maybe walk those feet out a little bit, or keep the knees bent, find that length through the spine. From here, you're either going to walk your feet to your hands or your hands to your feet, or maybe a little bit of both. Walk the feet forward a little bit, and then walk the hands to the feet. Finding our forward fold once again. Come halfway up, flat back. Release down. Swooping those arms up. Palms of the hands come together. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take a moment, connect with your breath. We're going to find our tree pose here. So if you know that your balance is sometimes a little wobbly, you may want to have just your wall nearby just for a little bit of extra support. Grounding that left foot into the floor, engaging the quadriceps of that left leg. Lift up with the right leg, opening up through the hip. Place that right foot to the inner left leg, above the knee or below the knee. So maybe it's up here, maybe it's here, maybe the toes are on the floor, the heel to the ankle, whatever works. And then we find whichever arm variation you like. So I like to start with the hands to heart center and then lift up with the arms. And you can keep your hands together or you can bring them apart. I like my hands together. It's a personal preference. I don't know why I said it like that. Helps to find a point of focus. Don't forget to breathe. If you really want a fun time, you can close your eyes and see what happens. That's what happens when you close your eyes. All right, let's go ahead and actually release the hands down and release the leg down. Shake it out. We'll do the other side. So same thing, grounding that right foot into the floor, engaging that right thigh, lift up with the left leg, open up through the hip, left foot goes to the inner right leg. Once you find your balance here, you can bring the hands together and choose whichever arm variation you like. And if you want, for fun, you can just close the eyes. All right, bring the hands down, release the leg down, shake it out. Let's come to the front of our mats. Lift up with the arms as you breathe in. As you breathe out, let's bend forward, nice forward fold. As you breathe in, lift up halfway. And release down. One foot back behind you, followed by the other. We're going to drop the knees, take a bend in the elbows, and release all the way down. Bring your arms alongside you and relax your forehead down. From here, lengthen the legs away from you. Lift up the head, lift up the chest, and lift up the arms, and just hold here. Release down, hands come next to the chest, push yourself up through table, tuck the toes, lift up through the hips, downward facing dog. Finding a few nice deep breaths here. Come onto the tips of the toes, bring the body forward into plank. Drop one forearm down and then the other forearm down, and we'll find forearm plank here. So just finding a few nice deep breaths. Relax the knees down, relax the tops of the thighs, the tops of the feet. Finding our Sphinx pose, you can keep the hands clasped here, that's totally fine. Release down with the head. Bring the arms alongside you once again. Lengthen the legs away from you. Lift up the head, lift up the chest, lift up the arms. You can hold it here, or if you'd like, you can also lift up the legs. Release down. Hands come next to the chest. Push yourself up through table into child's pose. And we're just taking a quick child's pose here because it's a really great counter pose to the back bends we just did, which was Sphinx and locust pose. Returning yourself up through tabletop, bringing that right foot forward. Again, knee in line with ankle. We'll tuck the toes of the back foot and lift up that back knee. Now we're going to find warrior one pose. So for that, you're going to drop your back heel down. That back foot's going to be at about a 45-degree angle. Now you may be able to do that here. I like to find a little bit of a wider stance. So I bring my right foot over to the right a little bit. I bring my left foot over towards the left a little bit. And then I drop the heel down. Lifting up with the arms. Good. And now we're in our warrior one pose. Now, those hip bones are facing towards forward, but you don't want to crank them forward. So just allow them to stop wherever feels most comfortable. Good, let's take one more breath here. Release the hands down. As you do that, lift up the heel of the back foot. Okay, and from here, we're just going to take that left foot now and bring it to meet with the right foot. Forward fold. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale down. And inhale, lift up with the arms, palms come together. Exhale the hands to the heart. Take a moment here, connect with your breath. Good. Now we're going to find another sort of balancing movement. It's really working the core here, but you do need to find balance at the same time. So again, have a wall nearby if you need it. The standing leg here is going to be the left leg. We're going to bring our left arm up and our right arm out to the side. Here's where the balancing comes in and the core work. We're going to take a bend in the left elbow. Take a bend in the right knee. Draw the navel in towards the spine and bring the elbow and knee to meet each other. And then extend down. Now you can either drop the toes down or let them hover a little bit back behind you. Bring it in, hold, and back. So maybe that extended arm is touching the wall if you need it for balance. Bring it in, and out. In, and out. Let's do one more. Bring it in, hold, hold, hold. And out. Good, release down. Bring the arms out to the side, making a T shape. And we're just gonna rotate the palms up and down, up and down. We're just working our arms a little bit here. It looks so easy, but yet not so much. Not when you do it a whole bunch of times. You start to feel it. Okay, let's go up, down, bring the arms forward and cross. Open up with the arms and cross again. And then open up with the arms. And we're gonna cross one arm on top of the other and then switch. So let's get the rhythm of that. And then we're gonna start low. So find that crossing in the arms. We're gonna go a little faster. And then we're gonna go up and down. Up and down. So a few more like that. So you could do this when you're watching TV, on your couch, whatever. At work. Nobody will even notice. All right, let's go up and down. And just swing with the arms a little bit. Take a few shoulder rolls back. A few shoulder rolls forward. All right, our standing leg is gonna be the right leg this time. Our left arm is going to be out to the side. Right arm lifts up. Find that stability in the standing leg. And then draw the elbow knee to meet and extend. Draw them to meet. Extend. A few more times. Draw them in. Extend. In. Extend. Once more, bring it in, hold, and extend. Go ahead and release through the arms, release the leg. Bring yourself back to the front of your mat. Lift up with the arms and bending forward, forward fold. Lifting up halfway, breathe in. Release down, breathe out. One foot back behind you, followed by the other. So you can either drop your knees down and release, or you can take a bend in the elbows, keep those elbows in towards the side body, and release all the way down. Arms alongside you. Lift up with the head, lift up with the chest, lift up with the arms, lift up with the legs. Once again, we'll find our locust pose here. Good, release down. Hands come next to the chest. Pushing yourself up through tabletop into downward facing dog. Taking a few nice deep breaths here. Come onto the tips of the toes. Bring the body forward into plank. Drop one forearm down, drop the other forearm down, interlace the fingers, forearm plank. Find your breath. Release the knees, the tops of the feet, the tops of the thighs, lower belly, heart lifts up. Releasing down, hands come next to the chest, pushing yourself back up through table, finding a quick child's pose. Bring yourself back up, take the left foot, bring it forward. Tuck the toes of the back foot, lift up the back knee. Again, maybe you can drop the heel here and that feels okay, or maybe you want to just take a little bit of a wider stance. We drop that back heel down, lift up with the arms, keeping a bend in that front knee. Warrior one, find your breath. Both legs are equally engaged, so we're not putting all the weight in that front leg. That back leg, press into the pinky toe side of that back foot. One more breath here. Release the hands down. As you do, lift up the heel of the back foot. Bring that left foot back behind you. We'll find our downward facing dog. One last time. And release the knees. Release into child's pose. Lift up the head, walk the hands towards you as you bring yourself up. All right, from here, we'll come to a seated position. Holding onto the backs of the thighs, we're going to release ourselves down onto our backs. Bring the right knee in towards you. Straighten up with the right leg, interlacing the hands behind the thigh. Just finding your breath here. Take a bend in that knee, opening up through the hip. Place the right ankle on top of the left thigh. From here, draw both legs in towards you, interlacing the hands behind the left thigh. Find your breath. One more breath here. Releasing down. Drop the left foot down, drop the right foot down next to it. Bring that left knee in towards you. Flex through the foot. Extend that leg up towards the sky. Again, just stretching that leg. Taking a bend in that knee, open up through the hip. Left ankle on top of the right thigh. And we'll bring both legs in towards us, same as we did on the other side. Good, go ahead and release the right foot down, release the left foot down next to it. Bring your arms out to the sides, Bring your knees in towards you. And we're gonna take the knees over to the right. As you bring your gaze over to the left, finding a twist here. Inhaling back to center, and we'll go to the opposite side. And bring your knees back to center, giving them a hug, rocking gently from side to side. Now, we did do a few things that might have created some tension in the lower back. So if you are feeling any tension in the lower back, I would recommend having our last pose with your legs up a wall or using a chair. So you don't have to. If you don't want to use either of those, you can just have your legs down straight and relax into Shavasana. Otherwise, again, using a wall, you would just rotate your legs up while there is a window behind this. So but that's what your legs look like up the wall. So you can just relax here. And then I'll show you if you're going to use a chair. So you just bring your legs up and relax your spine down. So choose whichever option would really allow your body to relax, would help you to release any tension that you're holding in your body. Once you find that comfortable position for you, you can just close your eyes, return to your natural breath, and just take a few moments here to completely relax. Allow yourself to relax here for however long you need. So even if this video ends before you're finished, just allow yourself to continue with where you are until you feel ready to come out of it. Namaste.